going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are reacting to episode number 10 of season 3 for The Good Place. We can actually say we're in the good place after the ending of the last episode, and it will be very interesting to see where we take the rest of this season and then season 4 as well. So yeah, but yeah, it was a really, really amazing episode last time around. One of my favorites of season 3. It was like the acting definitely so versatile, especially with the 4 humans being Janet's, and not just that though, but very, very humorous as well. And after Michael learned some very, very horrific truths regarding I'd say lack of people being sent to the good place, he's decided to go and have a little talking to regarding the messy situation that this is in, because 500 years of no one being sent to the good place is kind of a Debbie Downer, especially for Doug, really. Considering he's done his best to lead a nice and harmless life, and he's pretty much damned, if anything. So yeah, it'll be very interesting though, like I said, to see how things go for the next 3 episodes. So with that said, let's get into The Good Place. This is episode number 10 of season 3. Let's go.
Of teen hormones.
When I was researching my fake neighborhood,
buddy.
I learned about this. The good place smells like whatever makes you happiest.
Warm pretzels.
Oh, so like
no,
specific to
wait.
them.
It's the smell of absolute moral truth.
Those two things have very similar smells.
I smell
Oh.
area. This seems like this is some kind of mail depot.
So we're talking
Yeah.
about mailmen now from heaven.
Oh
I
no.
had that calendar and I did not get past March.
What?
Well, no, did we in 2020?
Make sure that no one can follow us. Janet?
On it. What's the second thing we have to do?
Keep a low profile.
The explosion was caused by demons. We're being chased by demons.
And Dracula. There was a Dracula chasing us.
Jason putting that extra spin.
Yeah. Maybe Drac blew up the mailbox with his bazooka.
Go extra.
Well, geez Louise, I'm sure glad you're okay. My name's Gwendolyn. Welcome to the entrance, which is 500 trillion miles north-south-north of here. So you're
Whoa!
stuck inside.
Seems a bit of an inconvenience,
It's really
right?
weird that you guys won a contest to be in this building.
You know, take that up with the folks at Weird Contest magazine.
Yeah.
Why don't we help you clean up the mess in the mail?
Wow, thanks. Did I win a contest?
Hey.
We're 4 Oreos from heaven.
I know.
Oh,
It's
she's
an insane
kind of.
situation,
She's
but
this
I'm
close.
right here with you. So let's take a deep breath.
Okay, the smell of the barf
up-
from the wave
I was
pool
gonna
is
say,
really
pick up on
helping.
that smell.
How? Why?
Say, Gwen.
Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about this. You guys were in my void and it
uncomfortable
was
atmosphere.
exhausting and I almost blew up and I have to be neutral and neutral Janets don't have feelings.
How's it going in here?
It is going neutrally. End of conversation.
Oh, the way she
End of
snapped.
conversation.
You've got one shot, buddy.
I found this kind of glowing bowl with liquid in it. Maybe
She's
it was
just
liquid.
trying to
I'm
pick.
gonna find
It's
this
not
out.
gonna work.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to jimmy the lock, but everything I stick in here just turns to glitter.
Ah!
All right, forget about the door. Look at me. Right now, we're together. in
Wait, glitter
heaven,
in the good
basically,
place? That's
and
not right.
We're in. Why not have our first date 4 Oreos away from paradise?
You still want to go out with me after I just showed you my anxiety sweats? Man, you must really be into me.
Oh,
You have to admit,
I love
it's
the
very
fact that,
odd
you know,
no
we're
one has
rolling with
gotten into
this.
The Good Place for 500 years.
Well, there have been dips before.
With compliments.
Great job, Michael. You are such a good speaker. This suit is very flattering. You have a lot of gravitas.
I thought I was going to be
Compliment the
annoyed by
bow
this.
tie.
It's
Bow ties are
Your
cool.
jawline is extraordinary. You're a nice height. Your energy is electric.
I could do with
I
this.
gotta say,
I could
it's
do
been
with
really
this.
nice having a little company.
It's nice to be here. That too?
Nope.
Jason knows that I love him. It stinks to hear about how the two of you are married. This beige outfit really washes out my not skin, and if I don't remain neutral in front of Gwendolyn, she's gonna know we've been lying. All of these new emotions I'm feeling
Yeah,
are about to
this
burst
is
out
a
of me,
risk.
which might be super embarrassing. What if they come out my butt?
Oh.
terrible, and it's all your fault.
Why, do you not like the outfit?
I love the outfit. You look amazing, and this sucks, and I'm furious, and I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I blame you.
Oh, it's overwhelming.
In light of this new information,
She's
the time
always had
has
this
come
cloud
to
over
take
her
decisive
shoulder.
action.
It'll take no more than 400 years.
What?
Sorry?
It's aggressive, but you heard right. We are only giving ourselves 400 years.
This is
to
an
select
aggressive
the members of
strat.
this
Oh
elite
my
team.
god.
400 years just to form the team? I was thinking that we could do something now. You know, the whole time you're doing this, the bad guys are continuing to torture everyone who
You're
ends
giving
up
the
in
bad guys
place, which
ammunition.
is everyone.
And that deeply concerns us. Have you seen the
Vexed by our silly arrangement. You can now both relax.
That's kind of
Tell
sad
by your
though,
silence
isn't
and
it? Death
inability
did
to
us
make
part.
contact with me that I've knocked it out the park.
It's a nice gesture.
Like
I feel
paradise,
both
you're supposed to be
pitied
with your
and put on the
significant
spot,
other, so.
That's fun.
And it's a cool reminder of how I'm dead.
Well, forget it. Never mind.
Talking about making the world a better place, but I think it applies to relationships too.
It does.
I've got an idea of something we could try.
Great. What?
You have to live in the. Oh.
Wait, I think I know.
Wait.
Well, I don't want to assume.
Wait.
What if we both write down what we think you mean?
What if we didn't?
Yes, yes.
How do you make Jason happy? You give him a lollipop shaped like a transformer.
I don't think it'd be that simple. But every time I do something nice, it backfires. There are so many unintended consequences to well-intentioned actions. It feels like a game you can't win.
That's it.
Oh, shh.
There is another explanation. EO who sends his female employees pictures of his genitals.
A very odd thing to cheer.
Don't you understand? The bad place isn't tampering with points. They don't have to. Because every day the world gets a little more complicated, and being a good person
That's it.
gets a little harder.
I don't know. I'm British. I never cry. So you're saying this
Hey,
things
come
that
on.
are
I'm British.
making me cry. And also, it's less important, but the carpeting is really disgusting. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna.
Why are you crying?
I just like being a part of things.
Ooh.
Two humans and a neutral.
What's up, fart faces? Cheaty and I just had sex in a closet.
Michael, have you all been lying to me this
Oh
whole time? That upsets me.
no.
I'm gonna try to shake my fist at you. Oh, gosh darn it. I have no choice. I have to turn you into the judge.
Most dangerous place in the universe.
Then why are we going?
To save humanity.
Great. Any chance I could change real quick? Cool.
Oh boy, this is gonna be
Hi,
fun.
guys. Nice to meet you.
You can stop. Oh, she was delightful though. Like, I just love it. Even in the dire circumstances, she's just like playing it cool. Oh man, this was really good. From Michael trying to crack the issue regarding the fact that within 500 years no one has been sent to the good place, all for it to just like come crumbling down really, because it will take a long, nearly as long as the absence of people being sent to the good place. It'll take as long as that. And then we also had, Janet, Janet, Jason, and Tahani's situation, and Chidi and Eleanor. I feel like we got a good focus with everyone. And yeah, it'll be very exciting to see what happens next time. I just think it's all going to go down to a simple point of we have to reboot the system in some capacity. I don't know, because of course the idea is that it wasn't the bad place hacking into the system. It's because the world has modernized, and we, as Michael said, there are. Well, as it was said actually by Tahani, but Michael put two and two together, there are unintended consequences to good intentions. And that is jeopardizing, that is unfairly jeopardizing people from getting into the good place, because you know, you could do something so sweet all your life. You could do something good. It won't matter if if it comes to a point of you using a phone or whatever. If you like a celebrity, for example, that might have well, I wouldn't say a shady past, but it may have, I don't know, been a little shit, basically, as a kid. Yeah, there are so many, like, there are so many things that you can, I guess, attach yourself with, and that can cause repercussions to your soul. So, I don't know, there has to be some kind of reboot that has to happen, or some kind of configuration to the rules, because the thing with the good places, they are stuck in one constant, and the world isn't. The world keeps turning. It keeps evolving, and that's the problem with the good place. They are not evolving. But why should they? They are content. I mean, that's it. Like, they are content with the way things are without creating a big fuss, because we've seen glimpses of the good place, and there is a bit of that naiveness there, isn't there? So yeah, and they don't want to add, like, this is it. They are taking things very, very cautiously, but aggressively in their case, with the fact that it would take, what 1,400 years for this whole situation, if it were like the bad place hacking into the system. Of course, it's not that anymore, because of the revelation that people will do good stuff, but there are consequences to their actions that they will be oblivious to. So, yeah, it's just a very, very, like, this is it. It's a very flawed system in my mind, because, like I said, the world keeps evolving. It keeps, and this is it. Like, let's go back to the very beginning of the universe, you know, Adam and Eve and everything, and the very early days. I mean, they even made references, like, to the very early days about there being a dip about nobody going into the good place because people thought stabbing each other was hip. No, but look at, I don't know, the very early days of humanity, and compare it to when the last person was sent to the good place 500 years ago. Even then, the world keeps turning. So, I don't know. It's just very, very flawed. And it's just very, very sad that you can live a great life. You can, you know, be without your flaws and all that. And still, there is something that you will have done that you didn't intend on. Like, for example, my wording can be a bit confusing or whatever, and because of the way I am, and you know, there could be people who might say stuff, but mean a different thing, mean a more benevolent thing, but that doesn't matter. The deed is done. So, yeah, like I said, this whole system, in my opinion, is in need of a reboot, in need of a configuration to conform with the times. Because the problem is that the good place are stuck at the back of the grid. I'm using an F1 term here for some reason, but they are Haas. Which is very, very bad, considering things. And the rest of humanity, the world, is Mercedes. So, yeah, they are the, like, weaker and strongest teams in layman's terms. But this is it. They are stuck in one position, and they are not moving forward, and they need to conform with the times, in my opinion. So, yeah, hopefully this is not all confusing stuff, but it's just really, really depressing and sad that you can live a great life, like, and you can treat everyone with respect, you can do no wrong personally, but if you buy a phone, for example, to keep in contact with your family, your friends, etc., there's a good chance that you're jeopardizing your spot in the good place. because of the fact that there are like Michael said, it's a complex world out there. So and this is the complexity of the system. It is so bizarre. Like, I really like the idea that Michael really delved into one scenario but in two different times. And because for the second Doug, he used the phone, that sent him to the bad place. So because this is it, like, he bought a phone, and there was the whole idea that Doug's money was sent to a billionaire racist CEO. For some reason, I am thinking a certain someone, but I'm not going to name names. So, yeah, you figure it out. But for some reason, it rhymes with rumped. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Wouldn't be the first time, I guess, that, you know, some references are made like that. But yeah, yeah, this is it though. Like, you can do all the good in the world and it can all go to naught because of the unintended consequences that comes with your good, honest and warming intentions. So it's really, really sad, isn't it? Because this is it. There's no hope for humanity. You may as well just put up a, you know, spoiler alert when they are born. The fact is, you're not going to get into the good place because the world is changing and there's a 99.9% chance that, you know, one of your actions is going to lead to a complex road of unintended consequences. So, yeah, but I really thought that this was a stellar episode, and I'm excited to see what happens next. But like I said, I think there's going to have to be some reconfiguration, especially if the good place are behind with the times and not keeping up with humanity. And that's the thing that they need to create a fair system, in my opinion. But this is their version of fair, because everyone is so blissful, positive, and means no harm whatsoever. So yeah, it's just really, really, yeah, it's just something that I'm liking to pick the brain about, because it is a sad topic to delve into. That I mean, look at let's put another example into the mix. You could accidentally give someone, like, the cold, for example. That is a very, very common thing. Like, oh, you gave me the cold, and yeah, and that can dock you the points, right? Because of the fact that you know, you didn't mean to give someone the cold unless you're being a dick about it, but chances are you didn't mean to. But that person is getting ill and could potentially pass it off to their, like, grandparents accidentally. Those grandparents could end up dead. So yeah, it's just so it's just so yeah. Because this is it. You can be a nice person, but somewhere down the line you're gonna be naive, I guess, in terms of doing something to another person because of the fact that it's a complex road. Like, you don't know what you're going to be doing to this person, etc. and whatnot. So it's a very, very interesting topic to delve towards, but a very, very good reasoning without something as simple as, yeah, the bad place are hacking into the system. That it's something that does scratches the head and is a very, very thought-provoking situation. So, but I really liked, like I said, this episode, especially our first glimpses into the good place, and, you know, getting an understanding of what this environment is like. I mean, it was only a portion. We didn't get to see outside into the actual good place, I guess. So I feel like they've done a scenario where they've kept that mystique of the good place. They've kept that preserved, but have still shed a bit of experience, which is similar to like season 1, although we were naive into thinking, okay, we are actually in the good place, when it was revealed that it was, of course, the bad place. But now we're actually in the good place. They are preserving a little bit of the environment. So whether we'll actually reach there or not remains to be seen, because like I said, this system is a thought-provoking one. And why do the people in the good place feel the need, like for them personally, to adjust with the times? Because it would be a surely it would be a very distressing situation if you're going to, modernize, I guess, the good place to fit to what's happening with the world, especially with like some of the unintended consequences that people can make. Yeah, yeah, it was just very, very good to have a little snippet of the good place and its residents, I guess. So, and just getting to absorb that atmosphere. So, yeah. And as well for Eleanor, like this was like, it's just very, very interesting with Eleanor being in the good place, but yet expressing her frustrations of not being there, if that makes sense. We actually saw basically paradise for Eleanor, like even though, we didn't see her go out those doors or whatever. But she was with Chidi, and we saw how she broke down because of how overwhelming this is, because of the fact that there is that fear that she's just gonna blow it. So and then there's Chidi saying he's gonna stick by her side, and that's really a nice like kind of gesture to say that Eleanor has finally reached a good place, finding someone that appreciates her and makes her feel happy. So yeah, it was just really, really and then we saw like the outbursts of like tears with Janet, Tahani, and Jason, which was, oh man, like especially with the little complication there is with Tahani and Jason's relationship, and how Jason found that admission, and he's been stuck in a very difficult situation. And there is a feeling that one doesn't want to hurt the other with Tahani and Janet. So it was very, very interesting to pick up on. There was a lot of tears going around for something so paradise-esque, isn't there? But yeah, this is it. There was no complications that that were intended. For both Janet and Tahani's perspective. Yeah, it was just very interestingly, going into that scenario after that revelation, and with Jason being in a bit of distress, which is, like not a position where he usually is. I mean, he still came up with the odd quirk lines and whatnot, but it was a very distressing situation for Jason, as well as it was for Tahani and Janet, like, especially with these emotions, and Tahani doesn't want to cause complications and wants to make Jason happy, and it's like, yeah, so it was really good going into those, areas, as well as Michael trying to sort this situation out, and, yeah, so it was just really, really, it was a really, really great episode that really went deep into, like, how, someone can do good, but it's a Debbie Downer situation, isn't it? But, this is what I'm saying with The Good Place. They need to adjust, they need to amend to the times, really, because otherwise it's a very, very bleak future, isn't it? Like, every breath you make, it could literally unintentionally hurt someone. So because you could have the cold or whatever, and so this is it, like every breath you make could hurt someone. So I wonder, speaking of breath, would that relate to bad breath, like if you like you don't mean it, but someone has put off or whatever, and that'll dock your points because, oh my, okay. So I'm going deep into this situation here, so I'm going to leave it right here and ponder all of the unintended consequences that you can make just, like, because you were, like, oblivious or you had good intentions. Yeah, I'll just go into that element, so yeah. But it's a very, like I said, thought-provoking scenario that I'm going in, so... But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!